Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Daily BizLink. Jane Cebrynski is back, and today we're talking about the Thanksgiving game plan. So, Jane, thanks for being here.
Thanks so much, Lindsay. All righty, give me a 10 moment.
My 10 moment. Well, for me, Thanksgiving is such a fun and exciting time to spend it, with close friends and family and, getting the house set up for the holidays. Like there's so many 10 moments in that for me. So, so this week is just something that I'm looking forward to. The kids are going to be off of school, so spending some quality time with them as well is something to look forward to.
I love it. I love it. Well, 'tis the season. So I thought, you know what? Let's talk about building a game plan for success for Thanksgiving. There's lots of sports activities going, lots of football, lots of games that might get played, but do you have a game plan for how you make it a 10? We've done this work together before.
Yes. I know I've had to make a conscious effort because if I just go into it easy in the day, whatever happens, I may not necessarily have as many 10 moments. So being a little bit more mindful and planning out what I want my Thanksgiving to look like allows me to prepare and think through, okay, what can I do to elevate some of those stats and to make them, rather than being a seven or an 8, I can make those ones a 10.
Well, what I want the audience to really think about and take away too is that, of course, the holidays can bring a whole range of emotions. So there's good moments, there's hard moments, there's, crazy conversations at the table that could cause triggers. Some people have to go to multiple homes. Oh, that's like a big one, right? All the different homes. And so it's really an opportunity, again, to go, okay, what is my definition of a win on Thanksgiving Day? And really asking ourselves that question and putting some intention around it. I mean, oftentimes, like you said, we kind of go into it, whether if you're the person who's planning it, yes, you've been doing a lot of preparation and a lot of work. If you're the person who's just kind of joining in or attending, maybe you haven't thought about it, but there's an entire day around it. And so it's a matter of like, okay, what do I want to feel and what do I want to experience? Maybe you want a really calm and quiet Thanksgiving, or maybe you want to minimize the number of trips out that you actually have to make. Or maybe you're going to be really intentional about, a 10 for me, I've got like 3 different dinners to go to. I'm just going to spend, an hour or an hour and a half, and give yourself permission to really build a plan that is for you. And I think that that's one of the hardest things for some people to do because they feel compelled to be obligated to, certain family traditions or certain people in their life. And so I know that what I'm asking some people to do could be really, really challenging. But hey, that's how we become champions for ourselves in our own lives. What do you think about that?
I completely agree. I think it's nice for individuals to start reframing their mindset around this. So Jane, you and I have done this work before. I know I can personally say from my experience, it does work, but for those tuning in and not necessarily familiar with your coaching platform, do you have a specific challenge for them this week?
So I would say literally build the game plan in terms of what does success look like for me and break it down. What does it look like for me personally? What does it look like for me as a member of a family? What does it look like for me individually? What does it look like for me as a couple? And, write those things out and kind of start from the beginning of the day. Like even think about, when do I want to wake up? Do I want to go work out? Do I want to start my day, a little bit different? Do I want to watch the sun come up? I mean, really, what can you do to really make it a spectacular day for you? Whether you're staying at home, whether you're going out, whether you're having turkey or you're not, you're being very untraditional, have some fun with it because that's the opportunity. And listen, I'm going to challenge everybody because this is what we do. Step out of your comfort zone and really go for what you want on this day.
All right, Jane. Well, as we look to wrap up today's conversation, is there anything else you want to leave our audience with?
Hey, make that game plan and go out and win Thanksgiving.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of the Daily BizLink, and happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thanks, Lindsay. Happy Thanksgiving.